these things were supposed to give me my life back. And now, every time my heart feels bad, I never had heart issues before, I never had hearing problems before. But every time, especially with my heart and my brain, I'm like, is this what's going to take me young? Is this what's going to take me before my kids even get out of the house? I mean, they didn't just steal my life. They stole my kid's mom. I mean, how do you fix that? You can't. They stole the only childhood my kids are ever going to know. I mean, it's been haunted by Hips and Johnson & Johnson and my quest to find out what's going on, because I know nobody knows. And the ones who do know are fighting hard to keep it under wraps. Just like when they said in court, I heard the guy who was instrumental, he's an orthopedic surgeon in LA, Dr. Schmalz Reed. I saw with my own eyes the email that said, let's market through this storm. And if they hadn't been marketing through the storm, I wouldn't have gotten these, and my kids might have had a normal childhood. So, my goal now is to just let people know there's a loophole in the law that allows lots of types of medical products and devices to get to market when they've never been tested in human beings before. We're the lab rats now. And we don't even know it. And we're not signing forms saying we acknowledge these are untested devices, never before tested in human clinical trials. And the companies will say, our products are heavily tested. Yeah, on machines. Machines don't have tissue that reacts to whatever these things are releasing. My hope is that the law will be changed. My hope is that someday corporations won't have more protection than the individuals being harmed by the corporation's products. My hope is that someday, if you're a corporate exec and the things you do cause people to be harmed, you can end up in jail from it, because it's never going to stop. I mean, Johnson & Johnson's been fined, all these companies have been fined so many times. It's like pocket change to them. Even when they lose, huge $500 million ruling for 5 people hurt by these hips, $1.2 billion ruling for 6 people hurt by these hips. Johnson & Johnson makes $26 billion a year. Couple bad rulings, even a settlement, look what they make from these things. This is how they do business. They get the product through the FDA on 510K, which means no human clinical trials are done. It's close enough to that last device that we got past, which got on the market because the one before it, it was close enough to that one. And they see, it did a lot of bad things. Well, okay, well, we'll market through the storm until it's obvious we have to quit selling it. And we quit selling it, and then we get the next product and make billions off it. No matter that it hurts people. I mean, these are the only lives we have. And they've destroyed it. So, It's a dark time for medicine. That's what I say. But thank God we're in a time where you can go on Facebook and find out finally you're not the only one. I was told nobody else was having problems with these hips. And that made me think that I was just going crazy. And I wasn't. And I wasn't the only one having problems. Doctor after doctor said, I don't know what's wrong with you. Nobody else is having problems. Pinnacle's a great hip. Everything looks good. I don't know why you're hurting. As I sat there in a wheelchair, and come to find out that doctor was a consultant for the company. And he didn't even disclose that. The doctors aren't telling us, oh, we get paid on the side by the company that sells the product we're trying to install in you. And after you start having trouble, we still don't say, hey, well, I'm a salesperson for the company or a consultant. People don't know. If I didn't know, nobody knows. Nobody knows. We're not being protected. We're not being protected. And the worst part is, we think we are being protected and we're not.